foundations of social studies. Studies. The foundations of social studies. They're the base for social studies. Everything you're going to learn all year long. Next year, high school, college, and history, all of it, it's going to be based on these 5 foundations. You have to know these. So I'm going to teach them to you right now. Foundation numero uno. History. History is defined as the study of the past with the help of written records and artifacts. In other words, it's the study of things that happened years ago or thousands of years ago. And the reason we know what happened is because we studied those written records and we studied the artifacts that have been found about that time period. So we can accurately put together a picture of our history. Government. Government is a group of people who have the power to make and enforce laws for a country or an area. This can be a president, like we have who we voted for. It can be a monarch, like Queen Elizabeth, who was born into the royal family. There's tons of governments. All it means is the people in charge. They tell you what the rules are, they make them, they enforce them. That is the government. Then we have economics or economy. You may want to think of this just as money, but it's not just money. It's goods and services. Goods like things you buy at the grocery store. Or services like lawn care would be a service. Anytime that goods and services move, it has to do with the economy. There was a time before money existed. People would trade and barter. That is also economy. There'll be another video explaining economy to you a little clearer. So right now, just know that it's money, goods, and services being moved around or traded. Culture. Culture are beliefs, custom, laws, art, and ways of living that a group of people share. So people who live in a certain area will have a certain culture. For example, most people who live in America speak English. That is part of our culture, so our language would be part of our culture. It can also be religion, or the type of art you produce. The laws that you follow can also be cultural. For example, different states have different laws, making slightly different cultures in every state in the United States of America. We'll also watch a short video explaining culture a little more in depth, because culture is sort of hard to understand. So if you don't get it right now, don't worry, you will. Then there's geography. Geography is the study of every physical feature on Earth. And it has to do with where people live, where animals live, where the plants are, what the climate is like. All of those things have to do with geography. If you look outside your front door, you may see trees, grass, hills, creeks. All of that is geography, including the house you live in. There are 5 themes of geography that you'll be learning in a later video. Now, I sing a lot. So you're going to learn a song about the foundations of social studies. So here's a little snippet. It is to the tune of a One Direction song, so I apologize if you're not a One Direction fan. But go ahead and start practicing now. History and government, economy, then there's culture, and don't forget geography. If we can learn these 5 things, this class is a breeze. Now I know. Foundations make it easier. Go ahead and start learning it. If you need to watch this video again, do it. This is the most important video you'll watch for social studies. Promise. Thanks for watching the Foundations of Social Studies. Studies.